Hi guys, I don't know how Matthew or Michael will feel about this, but I did want to do at least the part that I'm going to be doing for Thanksgiving. We're having a turkey. It's been a long time since we've had a turkey. Most of you know that's because our dog Travis passed away from getting a hold of the turkey carcass. So it's been a long time since I've wanted to have a turkey in my house. That's why, and also because most of the time it's just me and Michael, so there's not a real need to have a huge turkey, and even maybe with just the three of us there's no need to have a turkey, but you know, I'm trying to do the traditional type of thing that we now do for Thanksgiving, which is the turkey and all the sides and everything. So I'm going to make the turkey, and we're gonna maybe not have the cornbread stuffing because I think Matthew would agree with this, and maybe other people would too. You could say maybe it's more white trash than not, but I love stovetop. You know, that's not a product placement, but stovetop is stuffing to me. I don't need that fancy stuff. But maybe one day we'll try that. So this time the turkey is not going to have the fancy cornbread stuffing that it's supposed to have, but hopefully it will still turn out to be a very good turkey. So you guys probably think I'm crying because I'm cutting onions. But no, it's really because I'm stuck at home and I have to do all the cooking while Matthew and Michael are out there having fun. It's no fair. Don't you feel sorry for me? Nah, I'm just kidding. But I have cried because of those onions. But one of the cool things that I found out and can't take credit for is supposedly, and I have not tried this and I should try this, but supposedly if you are cutting onions and you don't cut the core, so let's see, is it going to show it? Somewhere in there is the core, so I'm not sure how big the core really is or how you're supposed to tell that you're not cutting the core unless you maybe use a apple core or something like that. But supposedly if you don't cut the core, you won't cry. So I haven't tried that yet, but I should try that because that's what one of the cooking people said. So if you have not tried that yet, maybe try it and find out whether or not that stops you from crying. And maybe one day I'll try it, but just cut the onion. I can handle it. I'm a man. I don't cry because of onions. I cry because other people are having fun and I'm not. No, just kidding. Alright, be right back. Now don't tell Michael. No, I'm just kidding. I'll definitely be showing him this video whether he wants to see it or not. But as a joke, I just wanted to say that this turkey recipe is kind of based off of one by Tyler Florence. Now if you don't know who Tyler Florence is, but he's on the Food Network, and he is kind of like, at least when he first came on, I think he's kind of like the ultimate, you know, how to do food the best way and everything, because he actually had a show called Tyler's Ultimate. But I kind of think he looks like a boy next door type of person. So Michael was asking, so who is Tyler Florence? And I was like, oh, he's the guy that's on, you know, Tyler's Ultimate, and he also does the Great American Food Race, I think, type reality show is what he hosts now. But if Michael wasn't there, I would have said, oh, he's that cute next door boy looking type guy. But another thing you can't tell Tyler. Yep, we're using natural and artificial maple flavor. So don't tell Tyler, but it should be real maple. But that stuff can be expensive, so at least Michael's doing the healthy thing, I guess, by getting sugar-free. So it should still taste good, right? Now the first thing that I think is cool about this recipe is that we're going to be making a sage butter. You're supposed to have room temperature butter, but I had to melt it because we're running out of time. So you're going to take this and then you're going to put the sage in it, and then what's cool about that is you have a sage butter, but you're actually going to use some of that, like 4 teaspoons or tablespoons or something like that, of the sage butter to cook your onions in. So, So something new that I've had to learn is we were looking for kosher salt. Michael was thinking that that was like kosher, like as if a rabbi had to oversee it, but I don't believe that's the type of kosher that they're talking about. Now, I thought it meant like kind of a sea salt, and this right here is actually our fine sea salt, but from what I can find out, besides, you know, the fact that other people say it has to do with the way it's processed and whether it comes from sea salt, yeah, whether it comes from seawater or not, and how it's evaporated and everything like that. From what I can tell, the difference between kosher salt and sea salt and regular table salt isn't necessarily just the grain. Like if this was regular sea salt, it'd be a lot larger, but you can still see this a lot better than the grains of normal table salt. But from what we can tell, kosher salt is a more flakier type of salt. So if you guys work with or have used kosher salt before, really a great thing that I would like to learn a little bit more about. But right now we're just using a fine sea salt, and as much as I do appreciate the fact that we're being able to do this recipe and everything, it is kind of interesting when sorry for all these mistakes, when a recipe calls for something and then it doesn't really tell you how much to put. It says to put to taste sometimes, but right now it just says that you need kosher salt and you need fresh ground black pepper, and to add that to your sage butter, but it doesn't say to taste or anything, so makes it kind of tough. How much salt do you add? How much black pepper do you add? So I guess we're going to just eye it and wing it, and there we go with our salt. So here is our salted and ground pepper sage butter. So I did it so that you can see the pepper in there. Hopefully that's enough. And then I just did enough salt. I shook it from one side to the other because it asked for unsalted butter, so I really didn't want to put too much salt. So here we go. We're going to do this sage butter into the pan with some onion, and then that is supposed to be sauteed for 15 minutes. And since I may be missing it, but I don't believe I have, it doesn't say how high to have the pan. So right now I'm having it on what I'm going to say is medium-high heat. And it's going to be in there for 15 minutes, so I think that's going to work a little bit. I may turn it down because I'm thinking right now for sauteed, we don't really want to change the color to make them where they're going to look burnt. We just basically want to cook them through and get them kind of translucent and make sure that they look all glistening without really changing the color too much. Kind of makes them yellow, makes them kind of see-through. So in 15 minutes, that's what we're hoping to have. Very much like this video, this recipe is going to be a trial and error. This time we're going to do it in a bag, but we're not going to seal it. And it's basically so that when we're done, we can just wrap it and automatically make sure it goes into the refrigerator so that there's no chance of what happened with Travis happening this time. Now, the thing that I am kind of having a hard time with is I wish I could be a vegetarian, and I know if I really tried I could, but I'm thankful that I'm doing the turkey because I don't think Michael would have really been up to this, and I'm sure he appreciates that I'm doing this. What you had to do is you had to take the turkey and all the stuff out of it, and you have to like go through the back end and you have to make it where you rinse out the whole turkey and then you pat it dry, and that's what we've got right here. So next I guess we're supposed to put salt and pepper all up inside of this bird. Yep, that's what we're doing. Going all up inside of this bird. Yes, I love you, Michael, because yes, you did not have to do this. Bird is a little frozen still, even though we did take it out on Monday to let it thaw in the refrigerator. So I had to reach up in here and pull out the neck. Ugh. But anyway, so the neck is out and most of the frozen ice and everything that was still inside of the bird is out. So, yep, Michael, I love you and I do this for you. What more says love than ripping the neck out of a bird? So I'm going to say this is my sauteed onions, and it looks like we're not actually making the stuffing, so we didn't actually need these onions, but like I said, it's trial and error, and so I'm just going to do what I can with what I have. And so all these onions are going to go inside of the bird, and that should still make for a very flavorful turkey, don't you think? So I'm sure you'll think I'm a big turkey like Michael with this joke, but here I am winging it with the turkey. So right now we've got the onions and the sage butter in there, and then I went ahead and I smeared the outside, and then you go up underneath the skin where you could, and And there's some in there, so all over this, instead of just for the stuffing, we have sage butter on our turkey. Michael's turn to cry. Why are you crying, Michael?
I'm crying over spilled onion.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh God, it hurts.
And then Chef Matthew is making his version of green bean pot sorrel.
Casserole.
But you gotta be like Paula Deen, say, hi friends.
No, this is Matthew's version.
Oh.
But it's not a casserole because it's in a pan.
It's an casserole.
It's only a casserole if it's in a casserole dish, right? But anyway, so this
should label.
Yeah. So this is the pan sorrel
I mean, are we then? Should we put a
by Matthew. And then since they're doing that, we should show you a look at the turkey.
You're at ground zero.
Turkey.
Look at me, I'm cooking. I'm helping Matthew cook right now. Good job, Matthew.
By holding the thing?
Yeah.
That is great holding of that handle, Michael.
I'm
Good
a
job.
sous chef by training. That's the person who helps the main chef, right?
No, that's the person named Sue.
Wah, wah, wah.
Alright, time to shingle that bacon. And thankfully we have a sheet load of bacon to shingle it with.
And I was going to get the cheapo kind, and Maddie got the nice kind instead.
Yes, thank you, Matt.
For the record.
So bye-bye, turkey. We're gonna bury you in bacon.
This is a part of my Weight Watchers plan.
No, I don't think so, Matt.
Oh.
And there's a green bean casserole.
Yeah.
Bacon in the
Matt,
oven.
yummy.
It's a
And
Paula
there's-
Deen Have to Grab
And
original.
there goes the camera into the thing.
Alright, cool.
So I made this little spider that I'm going to try to scare Michael with. I've been telling him for days that it's been inside of the potato bags around the country that they've been finding these big black spiders. And so I've hid one inside of the potatoes and see if he gets scared. Let's see. So we'll see.
Alright, so we'll start out with Matthew working on his potatoes, and then we can maybe have Matthew go say, oh, I need more potatoes. No, there's really something wrong with me. No, it's perfectly normal for them to
Eat potatoes raw.
raw potato. Carbohydrates. Why does everybody hate the carbohydrates?
Michael, can you grab me those ones?
Yeah. All of them?
Yeah, all of them.
Got you.
Happy Thanksgiving, Michael and Matthew. Now, what was wrong with Michael? What happened? Wow, that's pretty realistic, huh?
God.
It's made out of paper and a Q-tip cotton.
Oh, God.
Very good.
When I become a principal, I'm suspending you all for life. And I helped.
Yeah, he helped make a mess, didn't he? No, they are relay. I can't even talk. Relay cheesing,
I put the Michael's
grating. The oven's so hot, so they had to trade hands.
It worked.
Yay.
It got cold.
Is that
yeah,
enough?
Hot and cold.
Oh, baby.
All right.
Looks good. Are we gonna put the onions on or wait for it to melt?
Oh, it's ice.
They're just plain.
Oh, he's.
Just plain.
Do you want to put some of this on?
Oh, yeah. You might drop it.
Michael.
Michael, I knew you would do that. As I was saying, he actually did it. Oh, God, this is not Paula Deen.
Is that good?
Yeah. He's Paula's dorky brother, Paul.
Yeah. Casserole by Matthew.
Yay.
Oh, you fell.
Boiling water by Matthew.
Oh, yeah.
You want another roll, Dookie? You gonna have another roll? You don't hate your carbohydrates, do ya? Is that a good roll? Yeah. We never used to feed you people food and then... Oh, it's time for another roll. Did you grab another roll? Yes, you did. But as I was trying to say, we never used to feed you people food. Now you're getting older, and you're getting more afraid of the camera? Yeah. Another roll, Dookie?
Hi.
No, it's Mama bringing in all the stuff.
Yeah.
And then another roll.
Good boy.
But people food isn't good for dogs, but he's getting older, and we don't want food going to waste.
Well,
So,
good boy.
Yeah.
He was a good boy waiting out there.
Hee. Alright. Time to go see a movie. See you later, Duke.
Woof ruff.
Okay, Matthew's mashed potatoes. Matthew's green casserole. He's very proud of it.
My rolls.
Michael's rolls.
I made these.
No, he didn't. He didn't make them.
But the main star, the bacon covered turkey.
Yay.
Let's hope it all tastes good.
Good job, David. Good
Happy
job,
birthday.
Matthew.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday to you, Matthew. Happy Thanksgiving, Matthew. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Happy early birthday, my birthday
early-
was 2 weeks ago.
Happy early birthday to you, Michael.
Oh, thanks.
Are you going to say anything to me?
Happy early
Happy-
birthday, because yours is the closest.
Happy last Thanksgiving as a single man, because next year it'll be a married Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Now we just got to figure out who to marry.
You think you're funny.
Yeah. All right. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. See you later. Ah!